if you feel like grocery prices today are redonkulous, go ahead and raise your hand along with me here like this. Leave me a thumbs up on this video. We are in week 3 of my series of feeding a family for $100 a month. Now, obviously, if you've watched episodes 1 and 2, it's not gone well. I am basing this weekly grocery shopping and meal plans based on what I fed my family 10 years ago, the actual recipes that I made, starting from no pantry at all, assuming you had nothing to start with. If you have not seen episodes 1 and 2, I will leave them down below. They'll be really helpful for you to know what we have in our pantry at this point. So we are sitting here in week, what is that? It sounds like they're ripping up the floor. We're here in week 3. We do have some things in our pantry already. We're working on our spices stock up. We have flour, yeast, baking soda, baking powder, cooking oil, and a whole lot of rice and oatmeal. That is what we have. There are a few things on sale at this grocery store, so let's walk around, pick up those sale items, and come up with a meal plan for this week. Am I going to be close to a $25 price tag for the week? It's not looking good. This store has moved their clearance section. Look how huge this is. It used to be just a little table. Look at this. I just kind of stumbled across this. I did not know this was here. This is definitely a tip from me to you, is keep your eyeballs open so you can find clearance sections like this. I hadn't seen their table out for a while, so I thought that they just didn't have stuff. No, they've moved it. It is here. Look at this huge bag of cereal for $1.79. I think we might buy this for breakfast this week. Is this the most healthy thing that you can pick? No, it isn't. Is it cheap and will it work for a week? Yes, it is. Mental note, get milk. Yeah, I do like to keep eggs on hand. Just for baking and an easy breakfast. So I will get 1 dozen eggs. None are on sale today. None are on clearance today. So $2 for 1 dozen eggs. I'm picking out my proteins for the week for dinners, and I have a choice to make. Now, the chicken drumsticks and chicken thighs are 99 cents a pound. So I can get this family pack of chicken thighs for about $5. So I think I am going to pick this up, but also ground beef over here is $1.99 a pound for the 73% lean, which is not the leanest one, but I think it might work. So we might be getting chicken and ground beef this week, and I think we might even have some extras for next week. I found the milk that's on sale, 99 cents per half gallon, so the limit is 5. We're gonna get 5. Remember the days when milk was 99 cents a gallon? Yeah, me neither. I'm coming up with a semblance of a meal plan for dinners based on our chicken and ground beef sales. So we're gonna do taco salad and chili with the ground beef. So let's hunt for some produce that we need to put those together. I have everything for my taco salad, and it occurred to me that I also have almost everything for chicken rice soup. It was one of my mom's like specialty. I don't know if specialty is the right word. It's one of the dishes my mom made all the time when I was a kid growing up, and with the chicken, the carrots I bought last week, the onions I just purchased, the rice that I have, all I need is some chicken bouillon, so let's go find that. For my chili recipe, I've been looking for a package of dry red beans. They could be small red beans, kidney beans, it doesn't matter. They don't have them at the store. 0, big fat 0 on the red beans, dried red beans. There are none. So I will be purchasing canned beans at a premium. Dark red kidney beans. Dark red kidney beans, this is what I am buying. I have been looking everywhere for like a jar of really cheap chicken bouillon. Nowhere to be found. You might be wondering why I'm sticking to this store for this entire challenge, and it's because I am recreating what it was like for me at this time in my life when I only had access to one store, and it was one expensive grocery store in my town. There were no Dollar Generals, there were no Aldi's. The closest Walmart was a 2.5-hour drive away. This was my option. So I'm sticking with one store, which is like a little more expensive, but does have sales sometimes. This is the reality of what a lot of people deal with. So let's keep looking for chicken broth. This feels like highway robbery right here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I cannot find a cheaper option than this. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled, but oh, that's painful. I've been looking for thyme because it is a key ingredient to the chicken rice soup. This is the only one I can find. $3.79 for this bottle here. Okay, well here's some, but it's about the same price. $5.49 right here. Ouch. Maybe fresh is the way to go. Once again, my pile looks weirdly small for this week. Let's go over it. I'll tell you the price and the meal plan one more time, and I will show you one or two of the recipes here at the end of this video. Today's total is $54.70, and this is what I ended up with. I do feel like I got some great items, some great pantry items. I'm very excited about the meal plan. It's a ton of food, it's a ton of delicious food, but $54. Like, I have consistently spent $50 or more per week for the last 3 weeks. I would say that includes a very sad pile of vegetables. If you don't remember the beginning of this challenge, this is a reenactment of when I had 2 very small kids at home. Haley was about 2 or 3, and I had a baby who don't eat very much. So it's a family of 4 with 2 small kids. So not my current family of 6 with teenagers, okay? But I am trying to show you what I actually bought, what we actually ate, and recipes I used to make all the time back in the day. I got this huge bag of Frosted Flakes for $1.79. Here's all of my milk for 99 cents each for the week. Remember, I still have oatmeal, I can make bread, and I did pick up 1 more dozen eggs. And I found this Dannon vanilla yogurt for $1.69, so I thought that would be also a nice addition for breakfast. I did also get 1 bunch of bananas. None of the other fruit looked particularly like a good price. I even went to the frozen section, and I thought that was pretty expensive as well. Okay, my 2 big proteins for the week, not including eggs and cheese, are going to be this chicken breast. No, what? It's not chicken breast. It's going to be this chicken thigh and this ground beef. I did end up with 2 pounds of sharp cheddar cheese. I like sharp because the flavor is so strong, you can use less of it for more punch. I found my 99-cent bag of chips. I thought these would go nice with my taco salad. I do have a few from last week, but it's nice to have a little extra. Some tortillas for some easy quesadilla lunches, kidney beans, diced tomatoes for my chili, cream of mushroom for my chicken and rice Rogér. This is gonna be a super easy lunch. The PastaRoni angel hair with some chicken off the bone with my broccoli cuts. I tried so hard to find broccoli florets, but the only ones they had were $3 a bag, and this one was $1 a bag. So I just went ahead and went with this one. I was really shocked at the small area of frozen vegetables at this store, especially in comparison to the frozen pizza aisle, which is like 4 times bigger. I have some garlic, my lettuce for the taco salad, onions, 1 tomato, bell pepper, some corn to go on the taco salad, thought that'd be nice, some celery. I showed you the bananas, my taco seasoning. I picked up fresh thyme instead of all of the dried stuff for my chicken and rice soup, but what's great about this is you can freeze it. You can just stick it just like this in the freezer and pull it out when you need it. And then 2 sauces for my pantry. I use both of these in chili. So Worcestershire sauce and Tapatio for my chili recipe. Okay, meal plan, breakfast. Oatmeal, like always, eggs and toast. I have the yogurt, bananas, and the cereal. So nice and easy for breakfast. We'll skip lunches, let's do dinner. I have my homemade chili, which makes a lot. And a nice way to stretch chili is by serving it on top of rice. I grew up eating it that way, thinking it was normal. My dad grew up in a family that used rice as a meal extender all the time. I didn't realize that not everybody ate chili that way. It feels normal to me. It's the way I've always fed it to my family. And it is the way I will serve this. Okay, so I have my chili, which I have everything for that. I have the sour cream from last week. I even got cheese and chips. It's like gonna be really delicious. Then I'll use another 1/3 of the ground beef for my taco salad, which I have everything to make the taco salad. I got all of those ingredients. And then what you could do, what I might do, if I take 2 pounds of the ground beef and use my 1 packet of taco seasoning and my cumin from last week, I can kind of stretch the flavor, and then I can use the rest of the ground beef for like ground beef taco quesadillas with my tortillas and my cheese and my ground meat that's been seasoned. That would be like another easy dinner. It could be some easy lunches. I was going to do my chicken and rice Rogér. I believe that's on my website. My grandpa made it all the time. My mom made it all the time. I grew up eating that. I made it in my very first extreme grocery budget challenge. I have my Tony's that I purchased last week, so I do have all of the ingredients for that. It is easy, it is delicious. My chicken and rice soup, which is something my mom made all the time growing up. I have my thyme for that. My very expensive chicken bullion, which was frustrating. I even went up and down like the Mexican food aisle, hoping to find a cheaper version, but this store just didn't have it. Oh, and then I have the PastaRoni package. So I have the PastaRoni with the broccoli and then like another little bit of chicken. And then of course the lunches are leftovers from dinners and then easy sandwiches. omelets, quesadillas, things like that. So that is the whole meal plan. Let me show you the chicken and rice soup. It's one of the very first things I made for Dave when we first met. It is still one of my all-time favorite meals. It is just so yummy. So I'm gonna put all of this away. Let me show you that meal right now. And my total so far, 3 weeks in and building a pantry, is $167. Before I show you the chicken and rice soup, remember, if you need any assistance, please reach out and grab it. WIC requirements, income requirements will be listed down in the description box below. And if you're looking for a food pantry, a senior center, a crisis center, you can go to your local sheriff's office, school district, library, call the city. They'll have all of that information for you. So if you need food, please use the resources available. Let's go make that soup. For our chicken rice soup, this is essentially all you really need. So I have 4 chicken thighs here. You can use whatever cut of chicken that you want. Some rice, I have thyme, an onion, carrots, celery, and chicken bouillon or chicken broth. So I'm going to dice up my onion, carrot, and celery. You can use as much of this as you want. And I'm not even gonna saute it in the pot. I'm just gonna dump, not this, but everything else into my soup pot with as much chicken broth as you want. And then the rice goes in later after the chicken and the veggies are cooked. So let's chop those up and dump everything into whatever size soup pot your family likes to use. If you don't want to do this on your stove, like you don't want to turn the stove on, you can do it in your Instant Pot or in your crock pot. Either way will work. Here's all my chicken broth. I have 8 cups in here right now. So here come my 4 chicken thighs. They're just sliding right in. All of my veggies. This is 1 big onion, 4 or 5 stalks of celery, and maybe 6 carrots. Ooh, very full. Oh my gosh, look how full that is. We still need room for rice. Okay, I'll get that in a second. Probably half a container of thyme just in there with the sticks on. So it's just one of these like containers like this. As it cooks, the leaves will fall off and I'll pull the sticks out later. And we're gonna get this simmering up to a boil and then we will reduce it until everything is cooked. At that point, we'll pull the chicken out and pull it off the bone and put in our rice to cook. We may have to add more broth at that point, but that is no problem. Lid on. We'll see you later. I pulled the chicken out and I am putting in 1.5 cups of rice. This is not cooked. It will cook in here. I did rinse it. 1.5 cups of rice. So I will debone the chicken and add that back in as the rice cooks. And I know that when you see the finished product, it's gonna look like the rice is overcooked, and that's because it will be. But it's gonna soak up this delicious broth, and it's gonna be so good. I also pulled out the thyme stems. Oh, I missed one, so I'll get that out too. In about 10-15 minutes, this will be finished. Okay, my rice is coming along. We're not there yet, but my chicken is ready, so it's all off the bone. We're pouring those back in, and all we have to do is wait for the rice to be finished, taste for seasoning, and we can serve it up. Okay, here we go. Did I mention it's more like a stew than a soup? Obviously, you could tell the rice soaked everything up. Just taste for salt at this point, but I usually don't have to add any. But there you go. My mom's chicken and rice soup, one of my favorite childhood dishes. I'm gonna have to eat some right now.